do, check and act. These are the four wings in environmental management system. In that, you have to do all the four parameters for improving the environmental management system. Now, continual improvement is an ongoing effort. What are the service? Restaurant is a service oriented company, isn't it? Travel organization. So you have Go app, Make My Trip app, Redbus. These are also organizations. No? Does this environmental management system is applicable for those company? If you are providing service also, environmental management system comes under your wings. Product, service and for process. So food processing industry, restaurants or processing industry. They are going to process certain things. They get the products from nature. The vegetables, fruits they will get from nature. They process that. They clean. They sort it out. They weight it and they sell it to you. Continual improvement is for three phenomena. What are they? For product, for service and for process. So these three things come under this and apply for large applications. Consist of complexity, duration. Continual improvement has to be applied for duration also. What is the time which is taken for manufacturing a product? That you can reduce. Execution, subject matter. During an internal audit, management review. These are the two places. After monitoring the process, plan, do, check and act. This fourth parameter comes under act. What are the process comes under act? Management review and the internal audits. So under these two parameters, you can get the inputs for continual improvement. For making some improvement, you need inputs. Where you get inputs? Inputs from these two. Now, if the organization is underperforming or performing well or substandard, you can classify according to this. By getting the continual improvement, you get an opportunity to improve the organization through this environmental management principle. So this is what I said, PDCA. What do you mean by that? Plan, do, check, act. If you are following this four process, make a new improvement and that should come under a policy. So that is why once you have identified the improvement parameter, if an organization has to improve in waste reduction, where will you improve this? You will improve under planning. Continual improvement process called CIP is different from quality management system. Quality management system comes under ISO 9000. Continual improvement process comes under ISO 14001, which is latestly revised in 2015. There are three dimensions for continual improvement process. What are they? First one is expansion. When you are doing an audit, first you will make a level for company products and second you have to widen that. How you will widen that? By taking the process of the stakeholders, not only manufacturing part. There are supplying part is also there. The product has to reach the people. Those who supply should also come under this environmental continuous improvement process. So not only the organization, those who are stakeholders, distributors, consumers should also come under that. So this is called expansion. Continual improvement process should have expansion. There are three categories. It should expand and more areas should be covered. Second one is enrichment. The product should be enriched. What are the things should be enriched? The products, process, emission. These three should be getting a better result. Year of 2003, imagine you have consumed 87% of rainwater. I have some examples of best performing industry. What they do is during 2023, they have used 3% of rainwater into their manufacturing process. Now in 2024, what continual improvement they can do is they can add another 10% of rainwater, whatever they have done, they can use for the manufacturing process. So this is what the enrichment process. So this what happens? They can improve the natural water and also reduce the consumption of the natural water. Also the emission, resources, etc. can be managed by implementing EMS. Third thing is upgrading. Upgrading the equipments, tools, what the organization use for manufacturing or service or process, they can make the upgradation in order to improve the continual improvement process. I will give you two examples of continual improvement process. First example, educational institutions are there. They are ranked based upon the students' performance. If the students are 100% placed, 100% passed, then they will get a better place. And educational institution is a place where they use more paperwork, in the sense how they can reduce. So reduction of usage of paper in an industry. Next year they have to come with a resolution of continual improvement process that we have to reduce 65% of paper. Imagine a college uses 200 ream of paper per month. We have to reduce 200 ream of paper to 100 ream. So we are consuming paper in the sense we are using natural resources. For that, what we can do, instead of printing a single side, you can use double side. In that organization, they will install softwares. You can convert it as PDF. They are setting a target. This is an example of reducing 35% of paper within 6 months. How they make is, they make a program, they force all computers and printers to use double side printing. This is a Mac Airbook. This is their laptop. The frame, have you seen this frame? This is a keyboard frame, isn't it? How they manufacture this keyboard frame is by using aluminium. What they do is, they recycle all this metal part, whatever model they are going to launch next year, they are going to use the same frame for manufacturing the Mac Airbook. This is what their policy. Have you seen their 2003 Apple policy? All Mac Airbook models contain 100% recycled aluminium. So they don't consume the aluminium from the mining. And what are the other process? They have given a report in 2023. They have tracked for continuous improvement. How much water they consume in their organization is 1610 mega gallons. Waters are measured not in liters, they are measured in terms of gallons. How much water they consume is 88% fresh water. That means the Apple organization consumes river water or bore water, 88% of that. Now 9% they use recycled water. That means during manufacturing process some water they recycle and they use. 3% of water can be used for capturing rainwater. They have installed rainwater service. In the rooftop they have solar panels. Below that they have rainwater harvesting system. They take that water and use for manufacturing and other process. So this is their achievement in the year of 2023. Even Apple organization have not reached their 100% recycled water system. They have currently achieved how much? 3 plus 9 is how much? 12%. Still 88% they are consuming fresh waters. So they have the place for continuous improvement that they have to do. They have achieved 3 metric tons as a result of Apple zero waste program. What program is zero waste? That means no liquid waste will be discharged from an organization. Only they discharge solid waste. That is called zero waste program. So the Apple organization reached 3 million metric tons of waste. Whatever they discharge, it will consume some land. When you are discharging, the solid waste will be dumped in a land. So that they reduced, redirected from landfill by supplier facilities. It's been used for some other recycled material. Now second half of this class is pollution prevention. How to prevent pollution for all the organization. What are the types of organization? Manufacturing, service and process. These 3 industries are there. Our guideline gives a single process irrespective of whatever industry you are. There are 5 parts in pollution prevention as per ISO 14001. How you can prevent pollution? Benefits of pollution. You can recycle and reuse that product. This is bringing benefit of pollution prevention, importance of identifying potential environment. So one by one I will discuss. Pollution prevention is nothing but reducing or eliminating the waste as per IS 14001. We can generally give different definitions, but as per 14001, what is the definition? Aimed to reduce or eliminate waste from the source. This pollution prevention. Now there is a hierarchy for pollution prevention. Particularly pollution prevention speaks on source reduction. This is the hierarchy of pollution prevention. First thing, pollution prevention is called P2. Why? Because pollution prevention, PP, that is being written as P2, by reducing from the source. Who are manufacturing the pollution has to reduce that. That is called source reduction. Pollution prevention. Now, next thing is recycling and composting. What do you mean by that? That waste can be recycled. That also comes under pollution prevention. Is only P2. What do you mean by P2? Pollution prevention. So recycling and composting comes under P2. Energy recovery. During any manufacturing process, what are the energies you get? You get heat energy, you get hydraulic energy. That is called water. Is also an energy. You can reuse it. And you can generate current, electrical energy. So these comes under P2 only if it is in process. Now treatment does not comes under pollution prevention. Treatment is different process, and also disposal does not comes under pollution prevention. Pollution prevention only covers source reduction, second one recycling, energy recovery. Now how you can prevent pollution? You can reduce, eliminate and prevent pollution from its source. Two ways for pollution prevention is waste reduction from source. Second one is technological improvement. By these two phenomena, you can reduce the three. What are they? Source reduction, disposal, energy recovery. Pollution prevention comes under how many industries? Energy, agriculture, federal, consumer, industrial sectors, etc. Under this phenomena, pollution prevention comes. Step by step guidelines for implementing pollution prevention. First one, conduction of environmental review. If any organization has to reduce pollution, first they should conduct a review. What are the reviews? The environmental review from top management level they have to do. Either it might be internal audit or managemental review. Next thing is, the review should identify company's activity, products and services, and determine which aspects are key to reduce the pollution. Second one, develop an environmental policy. All organizations should write a word called commitment. You go to any website, you go to TCS, you go to Wipro, they will be having an environmental policy. And in that environmental policy, this word will be there. Which word? Commitment to pollution prevention. Tech Mahindra, Apple, Google, their company will have some policies. In that policy, they will be writing this word called the company is committed to prevent pollution prevention. The company should have a commitment for reducing that. Then establish objective and targets for improving. For every year they set a target. Not only for manufacturing, for sales also they set a target. Example, 1,000 units of mobile phone they sell for a year during January. And during the December, they check how many product is sold. I have manufactured 1,000 product. I have sold 1,000 product. During December, they review that how much product is sold or how much product is not sold. And then they will take up all the unused product and then they will use that same parts for the next version. If the products are sold, then it will be in user hand. After 2 or 3 years, if they use, will be exchanging that product. So this is how they do. So they will be establishing objective and targets. How they get the targets? Similarly, they set the environmental standards also. How much water should be consumed like that. Third thing, establish environmental management system. Now, it is shortly known to be as EMS. They should give environmental managemental responsibilities for all the roles in their organization. They should have specific roles and they should have a target. So this procedure, whatever they have given in EMS, they should follow measurement, monitoring, environmental performance, etc. should be done. Fourth one is implemental operation control. Operations are those who are technologists. Those who produce comes under this operation controls. Implementation of operation control comes under environmental aspect. What are the aspect? Company generates hazardous waste. This is an example. How much of operational waste has hazards to the environment, which will be identified. Procedures for managing and disposing of waste should be also given. How the waste is generated during operational process, how it should be disposed should also be there in implemental operational controls. There should be a process to manage the hazardous waste till the disposal. Fifth one is train employees. Asian Paints. So I will give you an example. Next slide I have that. Asian Paints, I have told you, which is the largest stock marketed company. They are top 100 Fortune 500 companies. Have you heard what do you mean by Fortune 500? They are globally recognized company called Fortune 500. So in our India we have 100 number of companies. In world you have Fortune 500 companies. You check, Asian Paints are one among them. Asian Paints produce paints, distempers, etc. All toxic chemical products. Paints are what? Nothing but chemical products, isn't it? They don't use natural product or green products. They completely use chemical products. They also have environmental policy. They also disclose a policy that how they use the environmental waste during manufacturing of paint, how much waste they get, how they treat, how they dispose. They have that set of standards. So they train the employees. How they train the employees? They give procedural standards. How to maintain or how to handle the paint and other hazardous chemical. They will be giving training. So employees needs to understand the environmental policy. Paint producers. That means their employees should be given awareness of how to handle this waste, not general waste. Your employees should be aware that what your organization is doing. So train the employees. Next thing, monitor and measure environmental performance. Reduce pollution, you have to monitor first and measure how much of pollution either in water, soil, air emission is there. You have to measure all this parameter, energy, water, waste, emissions, etc. This is what I said. This has to be measured. By monitoring and measuring, you can identify the areas for improvement. Seventh one is continually improve environmental performance. After doing this phenomena, if you are further using continual improvement, then you can achieve pollution prevention. What is this topic here? How to achieve pollution prevention from an industry. So this 7th step you have to follow in order to reduce the pollution. Improve environmental performance, setting new objective and target. 2024 objective should not be the same for 2025. There should be a new objective. Can reduce company's environmental impact in bottom line. It is not a simple process, it is a complex process. Pollution prevention and reduction is not a easy task. We cannot change the world immediately. It is a slow process. It has to be improved by continual improvement process. So meet regulatory requirement. By following this process, you can meet regulatory requirement and reduce environmental impact. So this is the overall idea.